Make sure you heat your oil up. As per usual, we're going to sweat it off to the onions are nice and translucent. I've got my little twigs left over from a time from the stuffing, not throwing them away. Remember, we're going to be straining this sauce, so it's ideal. Saves a bit of money as well. Okay, here are my onions. Okay, to which we're going to add about 50 ml of white wine and reduce that down. So 50 ml is about half a ladle. Here it goes. Now you're going to reduce that down until it's almost gone. Now one of the mistakes a lot of people are making is they're not allowing it to reduce. You've got to reduce it down. It also brings out all the flavour from the onion and from the thyme as well. So we're trying to infuse all that flavour into our sauce. What some people are doing, they're rushing then and then adding the chicken stock and then adding the jus to it. And that's when you end up with a really loose sauce. So it's all about allowing it to reduce down. Make sure your gas is on full.
Is that pork gravy?
Okay. Do not at any point turn it down. Keep it rapidly boiling. All the time you're evaporating that liquid. The term for this is reduction sauce, obviously. It just means everything is being reduced. So if you reduce something, what's happening with the flavour? It is fantastic. So by reducing, you're strengthening that flavour. The problem is if you don't reduce it, you'll find that your sauce is really lacking in not just body, but flavour as well. Already, that's reduced by about half, but it's still not quite there. I've no worries about my chicken going cold. My chicken's still wrapped up, and the next process for the chicken will be going through a frying pan anyway. Not quite there, but almost. People think they're going to burn it. It's not going to burn as long as you don't burn it dry. And that's what happens when people either are not concentrating or they're busy doing something else. So it's one of these jobs where you've got to stick around. Now that's almost evaporated. It's not quite there yet, but it's not far off. About another minute and I'll be about ready. So I'm going to need approximately the same amount of chicken stock. And then I'm going to repeat the same process. Bring it back to the boil and back to reduction. We're going to use some of the thickened veal stock and then bring that to the boil, finish it off with just that little bit of cream, and then we're going to strain it. But we're not going to strain it now. What we're actually going to do is we're going to strain it into our frying pan. Okay? So then we're going to pick up all the flavour from the frying pan from the cooking of the chicken. And like I say, on the day of the assessment, the jus will be made for you. So all you've got to do is just get all your components together. So where you've gone on a break today, you can use that time to obviously clean up, collect all the stuff you need for your sauce, so you're ready just as soon as your chicken has hit that temperature, you're ready then to do this process. I wouldn't recommend making your sauce too early, purely because once you start adding cream to something, it starts to set if you let it go too cold. And it's not one of these sauces that sits well in a bain-marie. So it's better off made fresh to order. I'll try putting in the bain-marie and it skins up ever so quick. Okay, so my recommendation will be make it and use it. You have 75 minutes this assessment, but you can see yourself. There's large bits of it where there's not a lot you can do. So when you're about, probably take a probe of your chicken after about 25 minutes. If you like, within 10 degrees, I would then start thinking about making your sauce. Okay? I know we've left it slightly later today, purely because we're practicing and I'm doing the demo. So reducing again. Someone asked yesterday, can I put a lid on it? What do you think the answer is? Why? Exactly. If you put a lid on it, all the moisture is going to do is hit the lid, form water again and drop back down into the pan and nothing's going to happen. You've got to have a lid off. But it's a very good question, it gave a good answer. Okay. About another minute. That's reduced by a good 3/4 now. Just literally just a little bit in the bottom now. Look. Okay, so I'm just going to add a ladle full of jus. Once it's made, I'm just going to leave it on a really low light, just to tick over. Now remember, I'm not going to strain it until we need it. Okay, it's nice to come to the boil now. I'm just going to add a small amount of cream just to change the colour. And that now is going to sit just ticking over there. I'm then going to take okay, you can get a frying pan, just enough oil to sit on the bottom. Don't drown it in oil. Okay, then I'm just going to unwrap my chicken. So, easiest way is just cut both ends. Then what I'm going to do is roll it in my tissue. Why do you think I'm rolling it in the tissue? You've got it. Because what we're going to lay it on? We're going to lay it on hot fat. So you've got lots of liquid, what's going to happen?
That.
Okay. What I'm looking to do is to colour the chicken itself. What it isn't is worrying about cooking it. It's already cooked. It's already hot. I'm just looking now, just crisp on the outside up. Sorry, really good question. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do in a minute. Start to lightly colour it. Then get a little bit of cracked black pepper, a little bit of sea salt. What I'm looking to do now is just move my chicken around the pan just to colour and crispen that skin off.